series. It's called The Wheel of Time, which implies that you can go either direction in time, which means you can go backwards, you can go forwards, you don't have to follow this linear second-by-second situation that we've got going here.
Well, because instead of a line, it's a loop.
Which also doesn't make any sense, because that means this war's going to happen forever.
It's going to happen again and again and again, yeah.
And so then we decided that we were going to stick with Rand. We decided that we wanted to go 200 years later to Rand. You gave me these exciting men with these awful lives who were fighting one another. Yep. And then you go to Rand, who is such an annoying narrator.
He's just talking about himself in the woods.
He's just talking about himself in the woods, and he freaks himself out so much he wishes he could die.
Well, he puts himself into the void.
Which is Jukebox in the Sky. I'm very confident about the void being Jukebox in the Sky. And so you become one with the void, and then you're just like, Jukebox in the Sky, if you just pull my record out right now, I'll be happy. It's just, like, he just wants to go to the next cycle. He's 20, and he's like, I'm done. I've lived a good life. It's fine.
We lived a good life on this farm, raising sheep, and that's it. We haven't done anything with our lives, but we're already done.
Yeah. Well, because he can't handle walking through the flippin' woods. Why do we think he's going to be a good narrator or a good main character?
Do you remember anything about Tam?
That's his, like, grandfather?
His father.
Oh, okay. He seemed cool enough. I liked him. I would have rather had him told the story.
Yeah,
he seemed very feet on the ground, like, it's okay if you don't like where we are, but we've got to keep going. And Rand's like, I just want to give up. Like, spring's not coming fast enough. I don't believe anything is really exciting happening in my life, so we might as well just move on to the next one. You're 20! I'm 21! It's fine! Stuff is going to happen in my life. It's just not happening right now because I'm 21!
Right.
Yeah, but no, let's just skip to the next cycle. That sounds like a good idea.
And let's see, who do you meet in order? You met Rand and Tam.
Yeah, and then so we met the horse.
The horse, Bela.
Yeah, she seemed important. I would have rather had the story from her perspective.
That would be great.
Honestly, the thing I remember most is probably the maypole. Would have rather had the story from the maypole's perspective than Rand's.
Why did the maypole stand out to you?
I mean, because it's imagery and it's very much, like, it feels like, Game of Thrones, right? They're all talking about how winter is coming. This is set up the opposite. Spring is coming. Spring is coming. Spring is coming. And the maypole is just a physical, like iconic representation of this feel of spring is coming. But we're also not sure, which makes me very confused about the way this planet revolves around its sun.
Well, it's like they're expecting spring, but it's like not coming.
Like us, we live in North Carolina in the South.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spring is coming, but it's not.
Okay, I mean, it also hit 60 in January.
Yeah, and then it hit, 6 degrees and froze our sprinkler system.
Yeah, it was very upsetting.
Yeah.
And then it snowed yesterday.
So the Two Rivers is like North Carolina, where anything can
So
happen.
the whole planet is like that, or just this little place?
Well, all we've seen is Two Rivers, because Rand's whole life he's just lived in the Two Rivers. He doesn't even live in the village. He lives on a farm out in the woods.
Yeah, which he should have just stayed there. We just should have
stayed
started
with his sheep.
Yeah, should have just started with someone else.
Like, I guess Egwene isn't the next person we see, but Egwene is a person. Well, yeah.
Are you talking about Edgeway?
Edgeway, yes, I'm sorry. Edgeway.
What is it? EDWE? That's not a name.
None of them are names.
That's a random accumulation of letters. At least Rand is pronounceable. Like, yeah. Rand's a bad name, but it's pronounceable. Now, notice now, I am not attacking Rand. I'm attacking Robert Jordan, because it's not Rand's fault that his name is Rand.
Yeah, no, he didn't name himself.
Yeah. I guess really none of Rand's problems are his fault. He is just a figment of Robert Jordan's and then the other guy's imagination. What is it, Brian Sorensen?
Brandon Sanderson.
Yeah. I got pretty close.
Yeah, you got BS.
Because what he writes is BS. No, I haven't read that far.
You only read the first 3 chapters.
I'm pretty sure I know what's happening. I'm pretty sure I know what's up.
Alright. So, Edgeway.
Yeah.
Edgeway was the only girl Rand spoke to. No, that's not true.
No, that's not true. He talks to like 2 other women.
Yeah, but she's the girl.
Yeah. So what I noticed, well, and he observes other girls because there are girls at the maypole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like legitimately, the thing I got from that is he goes, "Girls, what are those?" And then he sees these 2 other boys who they're supposed to be 20, and they're acting like I acted when I was like 13. When I was like, "Boys, what are those?" And I'm like, 7 years. Y'all had 7 years to figure this shit out, and you can't do it. 7 years. Like, what's wrong with you? I'm 21. I've only been 21 for like less than a year, and I figured it out.
You know what they are.
Yeah. Like, he's real dumb. Where's his mama?
Oh, his mother died when he was 5.
What a Disney movie.
Actually, let's see. 5 out of all the characters that we're going to talk about don't have mothers.
This is ridiculous. Their mamas wouldn't let them fight this dumb war.
No.
I'm pretty sure
Certainly
it's a
not.
war.
Yeah.
Well,
there's not one right now.
Well, so this is the same thing. This is why Disney has to get rid of all the mamas. It's because mamas would go, "No, Snow White." Like, 1, stepmama would have never happened. But 2, she would have been like, "Well, you can just come live with me. You don't have to run out into the woods and then make this shady deal with this hunter and then go live with a bunch of men. Just come live with me. It's fine."
It's all gonna be okay. If Rand's mama was around, he would have.
He would have at least known what women were.
Yes.
But what was his name? Matt? Mark?
Matt's the first friend.
I'm gonna call him Mark. But fine, he's Matt.
Matt's the bard.
He also. Oh, is he?
He is.
That's fun. But that's also depressing because he's also going, "Girls, what are those?" And apparently he's lived in town.
Yeah.
So like
that's
he
just
should
generally
know.
useless.
He should know.
Yeah.
Bards are generally useless.
Okay, so maybe he starts as a bard. He just changes.
I mean, so here's the thing: is bards have all this magic and then they don't use it right. I played a bard in D&D. Her name was Bluebell with a silent Z in the front, and she played the kazoo.
Yep.
Because that's the shit bards do. That's the shit people who play bards do.
Play kazoos.
Yeah. And put a silent Z in front of their name. And then tell people that they forgot the silent Z. You had to leave a space for the Z.
So it's Bluebell.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. I would correct my DM. But, what were we talking about? Matt. Also useless.
Yeah.
Very much.
Do you remember much about what Matt was talking about when he first saw Rand?
Some bro shit. He's frat boy. Frat boy doesn't know what girls are, but also wants to bang all of them. Well, but anyway, no, the impression I got from Edgeway is that she doesn't realize that she's so much better than Rand.
She doesn't realize that he's not in her league.
Yeah. He needs to get on your level. Stop trying to sink down to his.
Mm-hmm.
His level's way down here. You're up here. Make him be up here. Yeah. He also can't quite figure out what you are yet. So you just
he doesn't even know what to do with you.
You just need to move on. I really appreciated
because Edgeway doesn't even want to be in the Two Rivers.
Yeah, move on.
Yeah.
Go pursue that dream. I don't even remember what her dream was. I'm just gonna assign her a dream. No, I'm gonna assign her a dream.
Okay.
She wants to go be on Broadway.
Okay.
She wants to go sing and dance and show people how wonderful and bright her light is.
Yeah. Let's just do her own thing.
Her own thing that is specifically going to sing and dance on Broadway. Alternatively, I guess she could own a brothel.